Hi class 7, welcome back to the maths class once again. So today we are going to continue from where we have left in our last class. So look at the diagram here of sum number 11, number 3. So you can see there is a figure given out here. Here only the naming of this straight line has been given. Okay. Other than these two are the rays where the namings are not provided, but the angles are certainly given. Now one thing we have to understand from here, see AOB, the angle name of AOB is already given, okay, and this AOB is a straight line, we know that. So what is this? This is a straight angle, that means 180 degree. So we have to find what? We have to find the value of x from this angle. Now how we do that? Now we know that from here, according to the question, angle AOB equals to 180 degree, that we already understood. Now the summation of these three angles equals to 180 degree, because this is coming under the straight line only. So we can say that according to the ATP, you can write it down here, ATP 40 degree plus 3x minus 10 degree plus 2x plus 10 degree is equals to 180 degree. Alright. So here now we are going to simplify this. So 3x degree minus 10 degree plus 2x degree plus 10 degree equals to 180 degree, right? Now here you can see that minus 10 plus 10, it gets cancelled out, or 3 plus 2, 5x degree plus 40 degree is remaining equals to 180 degree. Now 5x degree is equals to 180 degree minus 40 degree. Now how this is coming, we have already explained in our last class. So here x degree will be what? 180 minus 40 gives 140 degree, divided by, don't get confused with the degrees. Here 140 degree will be divided by 5, that means 28 degrees. So here it has been asked, and the value of x is equals to 28 degree. Now we have already learned how many types of angles are there. During that we have learned about vertically opposite angle, alternative angle, this kind of angles, right? Now we are going to apply this type of information into this type of sums. How? So you can see that this is a figure given, and you have been asked what is the value of these three angles, that are x, y, z. Alright, and one angle is given, that is 135. Now how we are going to find this out? Other than finding, or other than using this kind of information out there in this type of sums, we cannot find all of these angles. Okay, so first of all, what we need to know, that a whole angle is equals to 360 degree, right? Entire angle, total, this is, we already have studied that this kind of angle total accumulate to form a 360 degree, right, all together. Now when we are dividing this 360 degree into 180, that means this part is 180 and this part is 180. Now how we are going to find? This is very easy. Let's say this is angle, let's name it angle A. Okay, so here angle A is equals to 135 degree. that is given. Now you can see that angle A is equals to angle Y. How? Because they are vertically opposite angle. You remember what kind of angles they make? When I have already said, when you will see X type of angle or this kind of X, you will see, you can understand that there are the presence of vertically opposite angles. Now 135, their Y is lying just vertically opposite to 135. So we can say from there that the angle of angle A, that is 135, is equals to angle Y. Therefore from there we can come with the first answer, that is angle Y is equals to 135. Alright, now here we have already got two angles, 135 and 135. So what is the summation of? So sum of angle A plus angle Y gives what? 135 degree plus 135 degree. So that is 270 degree together. Now how much angle is left for us? That is we are going to find. Therefore angle X plus angle Z, both together, that means we have got this, we have got this. Now we need to find this and this, right? So these two together forming the remaining angle. Now how we are going to find? We are going to subtract this 270 degree from 360 degree, that means the whole of the angle. So from whole of the angles or whole of the degree, we are just going to subtract this, how much we have find, that is the summation of angle A and angle Y. Alright, so after subtracting we are going to find angle of 90 degree is remaining. Alright, so we can understand that the summation of angle Z and angle X is equals to 90 degree. Therefore now angle X and angle Z is equal to each other. How? They are also vertically opposite angle. Okay, from here we can say that angle X is equals to angle Z is equals to 90 degree divided by 2, that means 45 degree. So angle X is equals to 45 degree as well as angle Z. And this is our answer. Now coming back to the sum number 3. What we are going to find here? We are again going to find out the vertically opposite angles which are present out here. So we are going to find out the initially we are going to find out all the vertically opposite angles. It will be easier for us. Okay, so here I have named already these two angles as angle A and angle B. Alright, therefore we are going to just find out which are the vertically opposite angle. Now angle A and angle X is vertically opposite. First set, angle B and angle Z is vertically opposite as well, right? So they are vertically opposite angles. Alright, now from there we can understand that angle X is equals to angle A, that means it is also 44 degree. Once again angle Z is equals to angle B. That means this is also 51 degree. Now we have already got these two angles. This is remaining only the Y. Now how we are going to find out this Y? Now you can see that they are lying over a straight line. Now the sum of all the angles of a straight line is accumulately together they are 180 degree. So here we can write that angle X plus angle Y plus angle Z is equals to 180 degree. Therefore, the value of X we have already got 44 degree plus Y we need, Z we have already got once again. Now 180, or here angle Y plus -95 degree, or angle Y is equals to 180 degree minus 95 degree. That gives what? 85 degree as the answer. So these three are the answers that we have been asked. Coming to the last sum of today, that is sum number 30. Now look at the diagram out here and what has been given. So this is a line AB and CD is another line which has been intersecting each other at the point F. And from F there is another ray has been drawn, that is has been named as E. Okay. Now what has been given here? Angle EFA. That means this angle is equal to angle AFD. That means these two angles, they are adjacent angles. They are equal to each other. Alright. Now angle CFB, that is 50 degree. So we have been asked what is the angle of EFC. Alright. Now first of all, we need to know what are the angles, what things we are remaining or we have to find out. Now look at this figure very carefully and we can find from there that angle ECFB is equal to angle AFD. How? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Right? Therefore, we can say from there that angle AFD is equals to 50 degree once again. Now, it has been already said that 50 degree or angle AFD is equals to angle EFA. That means if this is 50 degree, this is also 50 degree. We can understand from there, right? So from there we have got two angles within this angle AFB. Now here we know that angle AFB is equals to 180 degree. Right? AFB is a straight angle and the sum of all the angles present in here equals to 180 degree. Now we know that this angle has been divided into AFE or EFA. Let's write the same. EFA plus angle EFC plus angle CFB. CFB is equals to 180 degree, right? From here we have already got two angles, that is this is 50 degree and this is 50 degree. Alright, therefore we need just to find one angle from here. That means the summation of these two angles we can understand that is 100 degree. Therefore, angle EFC is equals to 180 degree minus 100 degree. That means it is 80 degree. Okay. So this is our answer. So this is it for this class, and what you have to do, you have to complete exercise 10.1 whole of the exercise and submit me over the mail. So we are going to see each other in our next video with something more, something different of the geometrical concepts. So till then, thank you for watching.